Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We're back here today with some more NHL 21 in our European Explorers expansion, or Draft to Glory franchise expansion. Yeah, it was an expansion draft, that's right. It was. So let's go ahead and take a quick look here at our lines. Fisher, Cifalito, Couturier is going to get a chance up on that first line. Whitaker moving down to the second with Feichel and McElroy. Frisch, Hudler, and Schoenmakers on the third. Ashton, Eager, and Appleby getting a chance on that fourth line. As for defensive pairs, we're looking at Marco Schmidt and Jace Leddy, Matthias Lukes and Jim Farrell, Santiago Bodie and Warren Pajuan. And then in net, of course, we have Cade Corey and Nathaniel Ryder, who our hopes are riding on. Pretty interesting lineup this year, a little different than last year. We did get rid of some players in the off season to open up, getting some of our younger guys in here. I do want to preface this with, I really hope we fail this season. It's not going to happen, and we get first overall Rainier Salzer, the medium franchise playmaker. Wayne Gretzky comparison, yeah. Uriel Love would be nice. Unfortunately, we are looking pretty bad in this draft. I think our first pick, is 54. Not looking too great for us. Possibly some franchise play or some elite players in this draft. A medium 6, a heck of a lot later. He can't skate and has no strengths. That's fantastic. This is not going to be a great year for the draft for the Europeans, but that's okay. Honestly, not much to talk about at this point. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the overalls. I forget what they were. Looking at an 89, 89, 76 compared to a 93, 75, 81. It'll be an interesting season for sure. We'll go ahead and get into it. We'll sim up to January as we do. Make any changes there if we have to. So please hold on to your horses and enjoy the jump cut. All right, team. We are back January 1st. An interesting turn of events. Honestly, season started off well. We were 3-1 to start the season. I mean, to be fair, we are doing well right now. A couple losses, a couple more wins, loss, win-win, loss. November, a couple more losses than I'd like, and then December it was a few more losses to bring us up, but we are in a wild card spot right now, holding on to that, not by much it seems, by 4 points, so it can disappear just like that. Let's take a look at our lines here just to see how everybody is doing. Fisher has 36 points. Cifalito has 34 points. Couturier has 27. McElroy has 26. Feichel has 38. Whitaker has 31. 20 out of Frisch, 19 out of Hudler, and not enough out of Schoenmakers, only 11, with only 10 minutes of ice time. Everyone else is kind of getting a little bit more time. Let's see, 20 points from Appleby, 10 points from Eager, and 8 points from Ashton. So that might be something we look to do, is we bring this up. We've got a righty. Alright, that looks fairly decent. Not much needed to be changed there, it seems. Schmidt and Leddy are doing well together. Farrell and Lukes are doing great together. Lukes is doing fantastic. His penalty minutes a bit high, 35 and 37 games, but 16 points plus 7 for the 22-year-old. It's good to see. He has some interesting stats that I would like to see him utilize, especially that slap shot power. More goals would be nice. Yeah, honestly, I am not upset with anybody on there. Goaltending-wise, pleasantly surprised. So this team is going places. I highly doubt anything is going to happen. We'll take a look down here and just take a look here. Morrow is doing fantastic. Ferentz as well, the 24-year-old. No, not... Well, you know, could be better for Sejna, but not terrible. Vernerski, we've kind of given up on him at the exact 7th. Ernie is down here, as well as Colin Alsner, other people that we've kind of given up on at this stage of their careers, unfortunately. Dal Cole, I just want to see if anybody's having a legit season. 23 points from Gotch. Anybody else down here? Inglis, 18 points for the 20-year-old. Looking at potential-wise, Shing with 5 points, yeah. So nobody really tearing or shooting the lights out down here. Actually, I meant to check at goaltenders, because there are some young guys down here. The medium elite in Matt Tkachuk and the medium starter in Rogers. Both have fairly decent numbers. I'd like to see Matt Tkachuk have a little bit better save percentage. But, you know, honestly, can't be too upset with those young men down there. So, they are sitting just out of a spot. Looks by... 1 point. 1 point, they're sitting out of a spot. So, definitely could happen very soon. But we'll go ahead and continue on. I will see you at the trade deadline. And if anything happens in between that, I'll, of course, pop in. All right, we've got a trade. Edmonton trades a left winger, Marks, to Boston for a first and a right wing player, Oliveira. Would like to actually go in and see that trade specifically. To be completely honest with you, we are out of a playoff spot at this point. We're only 2 points out. 4 points out at this point. So we got to figure something out. I want to view lines quickly. Let's go to Boston. Marks is a 90 overall, exact 6 at 28 years old. Former 5th overall pick. The fastest player in the game. Stick check, defensive awareness. Yeah, this man is a threat. I can see why you gave up a first round with Nolan Patrick and David Pasternak. Antoine Morand. Some pretty interesting players on that lineup. You know, Yahir Blake, who is a former 2nd overall pick. Marks, a former 5th overall pick. Moran went in the 2nd round. Safronov went in the 1st, 10th overall pick. And I'm assuming that Oliveira guy wasn't as great, so nope, well, I won't do that. So we will sim through this last month and hope that we can secure a playoff spot. If not, let's hope we get lucky and can win that draft lottery, right? We want that German. Rainier, Holzer, Salzer, Rainier. Another overtime loss. Another loss. Yeah, we've been piling up a lot of losses here. And I'm not quite happy about that. Vegas fires their head coach. Chicago, we lose 8-4. Central Scouting, don't care about that right now. We are more concerned about making a playoff spot if or we do not. A double loss there. We have honestly won 2 games this month. Can we... Really? Like, this team literally fell apart in the new year. And we're going to win all these games. Oh, you know what? I was going to send that game. But, you know what? It's not worth it. At that time, we'll just sim a day and we win. We did not make the playoffs, unfortunately. That's fantastic. 88 points. What a joke. I don't know what happened to this team. They were doing so well in January, and then after that, they kind of shit the bed and just disappeared. Some good teams making it. Boston misses out. Philly and Europe miss out. Yeah, we're going to have a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, yeah. Like 14th spot in the draft. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lines and see how everyone did. Can we be proud of them? Fisher was a point per game. I'm not worried. Cifalito, only 71 points, though. Couturier with 57. Maybe that wasn't the best option having him there. McElroy had 46. A couple more points would have been nice, but that's not too bad for the second-year player. Feichel with over 60 is perfect. Whitaker as well with 57. Pretty much right where I want that second line to be, so I'm kind of happy he is there. Frisch had a great year on the third line, putting up 46 points. Hudler put up 42, and Ernesto Appleby ended up putting up 32 as well. So pretty good from that third line there. 23 points from Schoenmakers, 20 points from Eager, and 25 from Ashton. That's all you can really ask for out of your fourth line, especially guys with that low of overalls. So honestly, forwards, not too bad. Not too upset with them. Schmitty could be a bit better. Jace Leddy is, who he is. Same with Farrell. Luke's had a fantastic year. I want to look into his fighting and see if we can turn that down. I'd like to see him on the ice a little bit more. Bodie and Pajuan are both great. And here is what really matters. Goaltending, 905. Yeah. Cade Corey is an exact starter at this point of his career. Basically settling in at a 81 overall backup goalie role. Not fantastic, unfortunately. Not much we can do about that. So we are in the lottery. The chance of us making it, slim to none. And they did not make it either. Alright, well that's good to know. I will see you when they announce the Stanley Cup winner, and we'll get right into the draft. Playoffs have ended. Stanley Cup champions are the Washington Capitals, and the Calder Cup champions are the Belleville Senators. Congratulations to both teams on a great season and a great playoff run. We'll go ahead and take a look. We did not get the jump. Carolina did, 11-1. Colorado 9-3. Fantastic. I don't even care about the draft class because it really doesn't matter this year. So quite disappointed we missed out on the playoffs, and even more disappointed we lost the lottery. Retirement-wise, you're looking at people like Mitch Marner leaving, who goes over a point per game just. Teuvo Teravainen over almost 1,300 points in 1,500 games. Reinhart the same, 1,200 points in almost 1,500. Gaudreau 1,200 points. Larkin 1,100. Hurdle 1,100. Besser 1,000. Forsberg. Strome over 900, not quite there. A lot of people hitting the 1,000 game mark, which is pretty cool. Take a look at defensemen who's leaving. Dumba, Shabbat, Theodore, Werenski, Sanheim, Anderson. Ethan Bear is gone. Goaltending-wise, of course, Gibson, Hellebuck, Matt Murray, Korpisalo, Delaires. And then from there, the names get more vague. We did not lose anybody to retirement. I would hope not at that point. It does not look like we're losing anybody in regards to coaching for retirements. Sim through the draft interviews, sim through the Pro Scout, and we'll check some awards. Alright, so the Capitals ended up going through Chicago after Buffalo won the President's Trophy. Awards going to Matt Barzal winning the Art Ross, McIntosh winning the Hart, Daniel Chayka winning the Norris, Barzal winning the Lady Byng, Bednar in Toronto winning the Calder, Conn Smythe going to St. Denis, Vezina going to Glennie, as well as the Jennings in Toronto, Bolt in Vegas winning the Masterton, Detroit's coach winning the Jack Adams, Piernis guy winning the Selke in Ottawa, McIntosh winning the Ted Lindsay, and Kozhevnechkov winning the Maurice Richard, yeah. Venkateshin and Kozhevnikov have won. And I didn't check in the AHL, but I highly doubt our team won anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So, not much to celebrate this season, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into the draft. and hope for the best. We'll sim to our pick, and we'll go back and cry. 82 overall franchise player. I mean, this is a guy that would have made everything real for us. You know, would have pushed us over the top. We've been able to save some money over the years. We do have a chance at getting another medium elite goaltender and a low elite player. I'm trying to see who is the next best player available. 2 medium top 6s. I mean, 3 years out, Char comparison. 3 years out, Ham Hughes comparison. Like, I might as well just take one of them, right? And then snag this guy afterwards? Yeah, he's going to be good. He's still 5 years out at 18. Holden, are you any good? Alright, well, this is going to be fun. Okay, Koch. So if I get doo-doo, and then 47, yeah, I'm gonna have to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Rainier Coach. He's probably the best player available. We are going to snag him. The low 4 in the first round. He is a 62. You know, kind of fits around. Won't be too upset with that pick. No, you can bugger off, please. I don't want any of your trade offers. I don't want any of your thoughts or opinions, please, other teams, because you don't know what I'm trying to do, and unfortunately, it might take some time. All right, so we are going to go ahead and, yeah, if I take 30 more, there's a chance I don't get this guy. And then I'm going to see stuck. Well, yeah, I don't even want any of these guys. No, we're just going to go ahead and snag Uldrich Horak from the Extra Liga right now. The 18-year-old medium elite, 55 overall goaltender. Let's take a look here. We are sitting at 79. Yeah, there's no way I would have snagged that guy. I mean, if I had let him go, I would have been upset. Willis is kind of who I'm leaning towards, even though he doesn't have any strengths. He still might, yeah. Out of everyone who's available in and around this, because these 2 90s I don't want. All right. Gavin Willis on the NLA. A 17-year-old, 4 years out. You know what? That's not terrible, being 17 and 4 years out. Do you have anything that makes me happy, Gavin? Anything at all? Skating's actually not terrible. Yeah, you're not fantastic. It's going to take some time. That's okay. Want to take a quick look at this goalie in Horak. Passing is good. Glove low and stick low is good. Aggressiveness is fairly decent. And he likes to play the puck. Well, it makes sense for a European. In this round, I don't believe... Did we look at coach? I don't think so. Skating is good. Agility is good. Shot could be better. You know, there's a player here, I think. If we can get this guy in 3 years when he's 21 playing, you know, 6 or... playing... bottom pair minutes, I don't mind that at all. Let's go ahead and see who is available. Let's see. Brooks, no thank you. McLean, Umberger, Alberts. Oh my goodness. Bigley. Oh man. Alright. Let's see. We are at the 100. No. No. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. Umberger might not be terrible. Though his skating is shit. I mean, in and around this area, there is not much available. Somebody like Roenick, who again isn't terrible. And after that, I really don't want to start making those picks yet. We are going to take Morgan Umberger out of the DEL. 6'4", two-way. Yeah, fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best. He's a low 9. He is a 59 overall. Not going to be great. Anything that makes me happy. Passing hand, eyes high. Wrist shot accuracy and power is really good. Aggressiveness, body checking. Yeah, maybe he makes it one day. Maybe he makes it. Let's go ahead and we'll try not to pick any overagers this year because those are going to be the major problems, I would assume. 225 is when I got to start looking at you. So 7th pick, 7th round. All right, so we're looking at somebody like Pock, Belak, no, Rodick down here. He has a heavy shot, so it's going to be between Ronick, who's possibly 3 years out at 18 years old, or somebody like Pock, who is confirmed 4 years out at 19. Let's take the chance with Ronick. He is a 57 overall. Agility and balance are pretty good. Slapshot power is pretty nice. Puck control is not bad. Stick checking. I mean, strength. You've got some pluses and some issues, but honestly can't be too upset by that. So we'll go ahead and sim to pick 175. Alright, no, we'll just decline this trade. I don't want it. We'll make this pick who is available to us. Alright. So we are looking at somebody like Belak, I think we just took off. Kaufman. Kaufman or Priesing, I think, are going to be... I think it's going to be Sebastian Kaufman, but we're going to take Vince Holden, the goalie, or the two-way defender. Any pluses on you, sir? No. Long ways away. Long ways away for the 19-year-old, that is for sure. Sim to our last pick. We'll pick up Hoffman, Kaufman, Knutson. No, it wasn't a Knutson. That's a terrible pick. Yeah. Mr. Sebastian Kaufman of the Dell. You're not going to be great, bud, but you're going to be better than nothing. 59 overall. Low. Yeah. Low shot of him making the team. We'll auto draft the rest of the draft. Get the heck out of here. And, cry, I guess. Missed out on a surefire player, unfortunately. That's just the way it goes. Gonna have to worry about coaches and all that fun stuff here in the next little bit. But let's take a look at contracts and see what issues we are going to see. Basically need to replace all of our centers. Well, not everybody, unfortunately, but left wingers. Let's see. Pekka, you have anything I'm interested in? Stick checking. I mean, I feel like you'd be a pretty decent option. I think Ruchinski's kind of out. I mean, you can skate, but that's about it. Mr. Ruchinski, you will not be getting your ELC. Pekka most likely will, but we might have to get rid of a few people here. So free shot. I mean, 74, 25. Right wingers. Schoenmakers needs a deal. Yeah, none of these people are going to be very expensive, so that's not too bad. Defensively, that's where we're going to start seeing... Nope, no issues. Schmidt's good. Alright. Alright, I'm going to deal with this, and then I will get back with you, and we'll go from there. All right, team, we are back, and I have to say we had to make some changes. Cap space wasn't there. We had a max of 27 million, so we had to make some changes. And as you can see, it affected our offense quite a bit. Fisher, Syphilito, Couturier are back. McElroy, Amari Eager is up here. He is a 75 overall with a 90 offense. I might actually... Yeah, I'm going to keep him there for now. Then you've got Ariel Schoenmakers, Mateo Bush, and Stan Whitaker on the third line, and Resto Appleby, Olasevs, and Ashton. As for defense, you're looking at Schmidt and Matthew Davison. They are a -1. That's the best I could get. Unfortunately, I switched up the coaching a bit, and it definitely screwed up our defensive pairs. Too late to change now. Matthias Lukes is back with Rocky Morrow, and Santiago Bodie and Warren Pajuan as well are here. And in net, we have Cade Corey and Nathaniel Ryder, the 78 overall, 21-year-old. Looking quite the player there. And then down here, of course, you are looking at people like Gravin Willis is here, Ted McFarland, Gott, Shing, Graham, Pekka. I think everybody is ours at this point. Yeah, we have a couple other people because some of the guys are a little low. Quentin Hart is a stud, 92 speed. Puck control is pretty good. Disciplines, everything else is pretty shitty, but he's here. It'll be an interesting year for sure. As for goalies, Mafachuk and Kreutzer is here. There is one guy, Rogers, I believe, is sitting. He is a 77, but we'll see come January how Kreutzer is doing next season. Changed captains around. I gave captaincy to Leo Fisher. Syphilito and Schmidt are wearing the A's. And just like that, the season is here. I have to change the one scout that we re-signed to not be Russia. We will put you somewhere over here. Let's see, 5, 5, 3, and 6. Let's see, 27, 28, 27. So we'll put you in the Dell. Right, sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and sim to the regular season. We'll go over what happens. I don't want your stinking trades. I mean, as much as I'd like to offload some of these players that I'm not using and get some more picks, that's not what this series is about. We are just drafting out of the European leagues to see if we can make a team good enough to win a cup. Started in 2020. Moving onwards to a 2023 or 2033, 2020 or 2034 season. Oh, the future is so close yet so far away. Yay! Let's take a look here how we did in a preseason. Not like it matters, but win-win, loss, loss, win-win, loss. So just over 500. Can't be too upset by that. We will take a quick look here at the draft class so we can cry again, most likely. Yeah, Roman Antonovich is sitting here, who is a Nick Backstrom comparison player. You know, not as great as Gretzky was, of course, but, you know, can't be too upset. Definitely going to have somebody in the first... Ooh, he's not too bad, though. So can't be too upset by that. At least somebody in the first round this time. Somebody like Earl McGinnis, Braun. Let's go ahead and do that. NLA, Romano, Curtis, Morrison, Wakabayashi, Heinrich, Gentile, Whitaker, McKay, Mara, Fair we'll put in there. Extra Liga, Schroeder. And in ice, Hirsch is coming to ice this year, and then possibly this guy, Bedrick Lang, probably not going to be good at all. So yeah, we kind of took a step back last season, probably going to be taking a step back again this year due to having to lose some of these players. But that's just the way it is, losing your second round center or your second line center, most of your third line, some fourth line players. Ugh. So let's take a look here. 89, 88, 79, so better than it was last season compared to an 88, 80, 77. Fairly well rounded. We're getting there. No real game breakers, unfortunately. So thank you for checking this one out with me. I appreciate you stopping by. Please let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.